Once you've seen the devil face to face and you've slept and been touched by death and the demon himself, there's no going back. What's up, warriors? Welcome back to Psychopath Exposure. I'm going to be reading an email that just came in from Kathy today. Maybe some of you guys can relate. It goes, "Thank you so much for being real. Hearing this from someone that has been through this is exactly what I need to help me heal instead of friends and family, and I don't even know why, but it's like therapy. I'm a little too nice and naive to think that someone is capable of doing this to me, but it's happening. On a very different and strange relationship/no relationship way. And that's what makes this situation even worse. That and me putting other people's feelings before my own. For some reason, I think I can heal them, and that would be all I need to be happy because they made it through their disease, and we can finally be happy and in a healthy relationship. But I do understand that what I need to start with is self-love before I can find a true love. I can't believe how many people there are out there that don't want real love and don't know what it is. I assume because they never experienced it as a child. I don't know. I really believe that these kind of people must have a chemical imbalance in their brain and that it is a disease that they develop. I wish there was a cure for them instead of trying to cure the people they infect. Thank you again for your compassion for this subject and helping so many people finally understand their situation and be like a big brother they never had to shed some light on this subject." Punctuation, guys. Punctuation, guys. Punctuation. Maybe if young children learned about these types of social diseases as young adults, they could shield themselves better when or if it presents itself. I also wish that mental illness was studied more to help find more cures for it. Thank you again for your support, Kathy. Well, that's a lot to cover. Thank you, Kathy, for sending that in. And please, guys, continue shooting me emails with any questions that you may have, and I'll just respond via video if I don't have time to actually respond. That way, everyone can reap the benefits of the answers. So let's start from the beginning. Being a little too nice and naive that someone could be capable of doing this, but it's actually happening. And you see, that's the problem. No one wants to believe, including myself when I went through this as well. Who in their right mind is going to believe that their partner is a psychopath? I mean, this is the type of things you watch in movies. Psychopaths are glorified in movies and in TV shows. But you never think that it could happen to you because in TV, these are blood-sucking murderers and serial killers. But in real life, you could be sleeping next to a psychopath and live a very long life in utter hell. So it's very hard to believe that someone could be capable of doing that because we were conditioned and we were raised to believe that people were humanly good and that maybe there really aren't evil people in the world because some people might argue that everything is just a point of view. You know, good and evil is a point of view, and I'm definitely for that argument. But some people take it a little bit further and they might research as to what is it that triggered a person to become that? What is it that made someone, what is it that motivated someone to go down that dark path? And a lot of times these narcissists did suffer a shocking experience at a young age that just pissed them off or just triggered something that just led them down this dark path forever. But there are a lot of psychopaths that are just born that way, and you just have to accept that the research has been done. It's a hard pill to swallow. Some people are just born evil. And sure, evil is a point of view, but I think when you're in a loving relationship, torturing your partner, making your partner suffer, watching them have a mental breakdown and know that you're contributing to it and actually taking pleasure from that, sounds pretty evil to me, and I wouldn't want to be with someone like that. It's tough. I mean, I think we were all naive to this at the beginning. We were all naive, and that's okay. We didn't know. We were conned by a con artist. That's all. We were scammed by a narcissist. It wasn't our fault, guys. It's not your fault. I know you want to blame yourself. I know some of you have a hard time accepting that, but it wasn't your fault. You were scammed. You know, putting other people's feelings before our own. That's a sign of codependency and caretaking. That's another level of unhealthy behaviors that we need to fix. But you can't fix that if you're still living with a vampire, right? You can't possibly heal if you're still drinking the venom of the snake. A lot of these psychopaths prey on that. They prey on that caretaking energy. They prey knowing that you're going to put their feelings before yours, even if they're punching you in the face every time they come around. It doesn't matter. They know that's your weak spot, and they're going to push that button. They're going to continue pushing that button. And you know what? I got to tell you, from my experience, and this is my experience alone, there's no cure for narcissism. There's no cure for psychopathy. This is what you are. They're going to continue doing this. They're going to plow down everyone in their way. They're going to utterly destroy their next victim, even worse than you. Even worse than you. This will continue for the rest of their rotten, miserable life. This pattern will continue, and they will become more intelligent and more dangerous the older they get. There's no healing from this. If you want to be stuck in a delusional place where you feel that you can heal, fix, or nurture the narcissist back into a healthy human being, then you are volunteering your own death. You're volunteering your own death sentence. This is on you now. You gotta wake the fuck up. This is not gonna happen. This is why I'm making these videos, to let you guys know you cannot fix these motherfuckers, okay? There's no healing from this. This is not a disease. This is not cancer, although it's cancerous. There's no hope. They're gonna destroy you every chance they get. And they're gonna pretend sometimes, just to lure you back in, that they've changed. And they'll do some nice things. But once you've seen through the mask, once you've seen the devil and looked the devil in the eye and come face to face with fear, there's no turning back. You know what you saw. No act of kindness is going to ever change that. You're doing this to yourself at this point. Now, it's not like you're purposely, consciously doing it to yourself. You're under a trauma bond. You're under their spell. But know this. Once you've seen the devil face to face and you've slept and been touched by death and the demon himself, there's no going back. This person will never be that lovey-dovey person that they were at the beginning of the relationship, because that was the love bombing grooming stage. It was a facade. It was meant to lure you in and trick you and get you addicted to their personality, to that love bombing, grooming, attention-giving, false self. It was a trick. And if you're a codependent, if you're a caretaker, if you're the type that thinks that you can heal and fix these people, you're in for a long life of misery. And let me tell you, I've worked with some people that have been married for over 20 years, 30, 40 years. I personally know someone that's still married to someone after 40 years, a narcissist. They've wasted their entire life and they're still in denial. It's never going to get better. And it's not so much that there's people out there that don't want love. It's that a psychopath is incapable of giving or receiving love. You understand that? They're incapable. They're machines. They're terminators. It's something that can never happen. No matter how good you are to them, they're unable to process that. They look at you as weak. They look at you as defective for being so weak and so broken that you're getting punched in the face repeatedly and you still turn the other cheek and you still do things for them. They hate how weak you are, even though they've turned you into a weak shadow of yourself. They're so angry that you're not the person they idealized you to be. They're so angry and they hate you for it. And they're so delusional that they forget that they're responsible for making you into that shadow of yourself. It's their fault. It's not your fault. It's their fault. Let's put the blame where it belongs. Put the blame where it belongs, guys. Whether this is a chemical imbalance or not, What's more important here, and what should be more important, is the safety and the quality of your life. And yeah, I totally agree. If this was taught in school, if children were taught about narcissism, personality disorder, it might open their eyes a little bit more. Maybe. But it's just, that's not reality right now. That's not reality right now. We can teach our kids, we can take responsibility and teach our kids and open the eyes of some of our closest friends and family. But remember, friends and family don't understand this shit unless they've gone through it too. They'll never get it. Some will be more empathetic than others. I personally had a friend that would listen to me for hours on end. And I could tell that he would feel my emotions. He really genuinely felt bad, but not once did he tell me what to do. Not once did he tell me, let's go to the bar and get drunk. Not once did he tell me that I was crazy and that I was obsessed. Not once did he do that. He was kind enough to listen and learn about, and years later, it happened to him. Years later, it happened to him. And now I'm able to help him out. I'm able to help him through the situation. And the same thing's going to happen to you guys. Once you start doing the work and you start healing and recovering from this, you're going to start giving back. You're going to start helping others. You're going to start noticing some of your friends, maybe some of your family members, are actually married to a psychopath narcissist as well. You're going to have the opportunity to give back what was given to you. And that's a beautiful thing. You're going to take part, as a lot of you are already taking part of that in the community by sharing your stories and commenting and helping each other. I'm reading the comments. I see you guys helping and uplifting each other. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. I wish I had some shit like this when I was going through it. So keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting the good fight. Stand up for yourself. Call out these pieces of shits for what they are and start doing the work. I can help you get through this. I can help shift that focus away from these terminators and back onto you. Because what we need to do is shine the spotlight on you and how much you deserve better than this demonic entity that has been sucking you dry of your life force, of your finances, of your self-esteem, of your hopes and dreams, and leaving you a rotten carcass that you can't even recognize anymore. And that's why I'm doing private one-on-one coaching and mentoring calls now with a lot of you. I've been working with a lot of you for some time now, and I can already see the progress. I can see it in the comments that you leave. I can see that you're turning your life around. You have to take action, and you have to work with someone that understands what you went through. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in that vicious cycle and that trauma bond and that Stockholm syndrome that keeps leading you and luring you back to the person, to the monster that's creating this pain for you to begin with. We've got to stop that now, guys. We got to stop that now. And for those of you that are not actively living with your psychopath narcissists anymore, the ones that are privileged not to have to wake up next to them, you got to go no contact today. Okay? You can't waste any more fucking time. You have to start going no contact so that you can start healing, so you can start rebuilding your life and getting stronger again. I wrote an ebook that covers step by step what you got to do to execute no contact once and for all. And you'd be surprised how much work it takes to actually be no contact and psychopath free, like the book title. It's a lot of work. But what's the alternative? The shit life you're living now? Waking up with panic, anxiety, PTSD, not knowing what's going to happen? Come on. Do a little work. Just take that first step and you're going to see the changes that are going to come. You're going to taste what it feels like to breathe again and to be free. But you have to do the work. So shoot me an email at info@psychopathexposure.com if you'd like to book a private one-on-one coaching mentoring session with me. You can also click on the link below in the description, or you can just go on the website to get more details. Don't forget to grab that free ebook before you go. And if you have a story you'd like to share, or you have any questions that you would like me to answer for you in another video, go ahead and either shoot me an email or drop a comment below, and I'll make sure I do that for you. Let's make it an awesome year, warriors. Remember, we're going from victims to survivors to warriors. That's the goal. Don't forget that. Okay? You're better than this. You deserve a better life than this. Fuck the narcissist. Fuck the psychopath. And have an epic rest of your day.